Hi friends, we are going to discuss about the topic seismic wave and internal structure of Earth. First of all, I want to say you that from the beginning, if we study anything, first of all we should study about the topic. Actually, what is that in the topic? So, from the name we can observe that seismic wave and internal structure of Earth. Before starting, we should come to idea in our mind that how we can conclude it and how we can think about that. Now we can start that like this. This is our earth structure of earth. During earthquake, during earthquake, we will observe that one point is there, that is focus, and above that one point will be there, that is called epicenter, 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 epicenter. Okay? First of all, we should know actually what is seismic wave. During earthquake, energy which released during during earthquake earthquake transfer in the form of seismic wave. So from this I want to say you that from the topic we should get some idea like that. This is focus. During earthquake, energy which released during earthquake transfer in the form of seismic wave. What is seismic wave? During earthquake, the energy which released during earthquake transfer in the form of seismic wave. That is called seismic wave. Okay? And internal structure of Earth. We are going to study about the internal structure of Earth. Right? And epicenter. From here you can get epicenter. Anybody knows about the epicenter? Epicenter is the point where where seismic wave seismic wave reach first reach first reach first reach first reach first. So from this we can get one idea that during earthquake, from first of all we will observe at epicenter only. Where we will observe? We will observe at the epicenter. First compensation will be there at this point only. That is epicenter. So now we will get how many types of seismic wave. Now we will study seismic wave. How many types of seismic wave? Seismic wave type. Type of seismic wave. Generally, it is of two type. First one is body wave, and second one is surface wave. Surface wave. Surface wave. Surface wave. We should know what is body wave. Body wave. Body wave. The body wave are the waves which originates from the center of focus. What is body wave? Body waves are the waves which originates the focus, and travel in the interior part of the earth, That is called body wave. So, what is body wave? Body waves are the waves which originates at the focus of the earth, and travels in the interior of the earth. Means this is body wave, body wave, and surface wave. Another one is surface wave. What is surface wave? The body wave when reaches at the surface of the earth, that is called surface wave. Means this is surface wave. This is surface wave. This is surface. Easily we can get what is body wave and what is surface wave. ठीक? Much time I will also repeat because you will get in your mind. Actually, what is body wave? Body wave which originates at the focus of the earth and travels in the interior of the earth, that is called body wave, and when it reaches at the point at the surface of the earth, that is called surface wave. Right? Now we will discuss type of body wave. Body waves are two types. And surface wave also two types. First one is in body wave, primary wave, also known as P wave. And another one is secondary wave, also known as S wave. And in the surface wave, it is also two types. First one is love wave, and another one is Rayleigh wave. Rayleigh wave. L wave in short term, L wave and R wave. Now we will discuss actually what is primary wave, secondary wave, love wave and Rayleigh wave. Now we will discuss. Now I will erase it. Right? No doubt. Primary wave. E wave. In short term, I will write E wave. And secondary wave, S wave. P waves are longitudinal in nature. Longitudinal in nature. And S waves are transverse in nature. We should write like this only because this will be a flow chart. From this we will get an idea how to represent anything. That's why I am writing like this. We should conclude anything. That's why I am writing like this. Longitudinal in nature. Do you know longitudinal? What is longitudinal? I will explain it. Longitudinal waves are those waves which the movement of particles is in the direction of wave. Example, sound wave. You get or not? What is longitudinal wave? Longitudinal waves are those waves, the movement of particles in the direction of wave, that is called longitudinal wave. From the graph, like this graph will be there. This is graph of longitudinal wave. And transverse, another term is there, transverse wave. You should also know what is transverse wave. Transverse waves are those waves in which particles move perpendicular to the motion. Perpendicular. In this, like this graph, this is transverse wave. And example of transverse wave is light wave. Light wave. Light wave. Right? P wave. P wave means primary waves. Primary waves. Primary wave is higher in velocity. Higher in velocity. Higher in velocity. And S waves are shear wave. Shear wave means whose velocity is less. Velocity is less. That is called shear wave. Means primary waves which can propagate in the solid as well as liquid. Understand or not? Primary waves are those waves which can propagate in the solid as well as liquid. But secondary waves are shear waves. Means velocity of shear waves is very less. That's why this cannot pass through the liquid. It cannot pass through the liquid. And primary waves can pass through the solid as well as liquid. Solid and liquid also. From the graph we can study about primary and secondary wave. We can draw graph also like this. Example, this is secondary wave. We can understand from the graph like this. This is our core. This is our earth. This is our earth and this is core. Right? Means if the waves are coming from this part like this, our waves are coming. From here, it will make an angle of 103 degree. Means it cannot pass through the core because in the core liquid portion is there. That's why it cannot pass through the core. That is S wave. Why it cannot pass? Because this is shear wave. Shear wave means velocity is less. That's why it cannot pass through the liquid. Already I told you and also write down. We should get it cannot pass. Right? And primary waves. Primary waves are like this. This is our earth and this is our core. Right? But in the primary wave, it can pass through solid, means this is solid portion and this is liquid. It can pass through the liquid portion also. But in the liquid, it will deviate some part, but can pass. And it will make an angle of 103 degree and 143 degree. Means the region where it is leaving, that portion is called shadow zone. From this another term we learn what is shadow zone. Means the region in which primary and secondary waves are leaving the portion, that portion is called shadow zone. From the name also we can get an idea what is shadow, like that. The region where primary waves and secondary waves are cannot pass, that is called shadow zone. Primary wave when travels from here, this is reaching in liquid. After that it is deviating from some point, and after that making it angle of 143 degree. Means there is one difference of angles. There is a difference of कितना means 40 degree. Difference between them 40 degree. In between this 40 degree, one zone is there that is called shadow zone. In the next video we will learn another topic. We can write down. This is the synopsis, and from this we can get idea how to represent the things. Means seismic waves are an internal part of the. This is a flow chart. And another topic in the brief I will discuss you in the next video. So continue my video. Thanks.